Okay, we hopefully should be live. Let's just test this all out. Okay. Yeah, we are live. Let me just should be live. Let's just test. Yeah, we are live. Okay, it's time for mass transit. Mass transit. It's time for mass transit for my people. I was just checking the population. We're sitting on 25. I think we picked 26, 27. 11,500 are employed. There's 12,500 jobs available. Unemployment is 6%. So obviously teens and children can't work the jobs, and there's a percentage of adults and seniors who can't either. And we've got a 111 to 65 birth to death ratio, so that's 2 to 1. So that's not too bad. So purple is mostly adults, right? Green is families, which is a fairly even spread, and purple is the old buggers, and that's a fairly even spread. Traffic wise, I think 67 places we fixed are going, but we left a few spots open here. I just want to double check if I can put this stuff in action. Okay. Shit. Train. Metro. I always seem to be able to produce Metro. Some reduction there. Okay. What we're going to do is we will we'll build there. So we'll take the hub of the people there. Okay. We've got a university here. Can I go to this side? Yeah. So we've got a uni there. Okay. Alrighty. I want to focus on. I'm quite wealthy. Yeah, 2.5 million gold. Okay. I want to position this ideally in a way that we'll put that there. Like that. Alright. Okay, why can't I build? What am I going to do? Hang on. Okay, we have to build the old ones first. Alright. So let's go page down. Oh shit, perhaps if I... might just put another tray here, so that's at the heart of everything, like that. Okay. And what I want to do, oh geez, all right. Thank you. Okay, that is one way in. Okay. Right. Yeah, we want to go. Beautiful. Out. And in like that. Hope that works. Start here. Right. Okay. That's fine. Like that. Create a new line. That's stop. That's stop. Complete line. Alright. Let's just update this. It's only money. Oh, well, it's cost us a small fortune, actually. And I'll colour code my lines in a second. Easy to understand. Okay. Transport. Is it metro? This is metro. We'll put this color code in. We'll make that a red one. Yep. Make you yellow. Up here, yellowy. Yep. Green, and we'll make you a deep blue. So we've got our lines there. And ideally, what we want is possibly a third metro, and we'll obviously expand out of here in a second. What I will do is put it there. Now we'll put it here. Is that a good spot? There's a small sensor. You got one there. Yeah, something. What's the zone? So there's a lot of business and everything there. Okay. Intact there like such, and create a new line coming down. Actually, seeing how I've done that now, it probably would be smarter to. I can't go down. It would be smarter to do that, such. System. Like that. And we'll create when it starts here. Stops there. Stops there. Okay, and we'll go back to train lines, which is green. The red one. Hang on. We need to make the adjustment here. This one. So I only want to see the red line, so we can't stuff up. The red line. There. Beautiful. Then the blue line. And the blue line. Oh. No. There we go. We've got a wrap. Okay, so we've got... Just check all the lines now. Two green lines going off. Make this a whitey. Okay. Let's just speed that up a bit. Alright, we've got the dump. Oh, sorry, not the dump. The cemetery is stop empty. Take bodies. Thank you. Alright. Have we got any impact on traffic at the moment? Back up to 70. Alright. .73 traffic flow, so that's... We've taken a bit of traffic off. I think it actually tells you when you go to public transport. What does this say here? Hang on. Car trip safe 66%. Yeah, there you go. And we've got a lot of people waiting at the station there, so... But the great thing is that the colours are there to let me know where they're all going. Alright, so let's just check this one. So 58% trip saved. Oh dear, I think we need at least 3. Can we pump the budget up a little more? Give me 3 cars. Okay. 300%. Because we've got a lot of people at this particular stop here, so potentially we might have more. And the idea is not to overact. We don't want to micromanage the bejesus out of anything. Okay, so we've got a lot of people at these stops. Ideally, this is the white line. Over here, a lot of people at that white line. And they're all colour coded. So what we need to do, we need to pump the trains up. Go up to triple. You can just see the amount of people waiting there. So we're just going to keep that going. And so we go to yellow. Now yellow might be a different 100% trip saved. Wow, okay. So yellow's probably a little bit different in the fact that they're stopping there and that's a train and transport. But I'm going to turn that into more of a industrial hub Now we've got a train system around it. Okay. Population, it doesn't seem to be doing too bad. So that one's not too bad. Okay. Then we got the old blue. Our blue. Blue, I think, could use a second train. We don't want to overdo it because that's quite a few trains. Okay, we'll go back to traffic flow. Okay, so that was around 73. I think we can, yeah, it's back up to 71. We've got the metro ticking along. We've still got probably a huge proportion of people here in this area here to work on. So I reckon we could squeeze out another 50%. But what we got is a heavy industry over here, and what we want to do is get this up so we can make new things. Because we haven't really. Okay, got a bit of heavy industry there. See how we go. A lot of trains coming in. Okay. They're getting in, getting out. That's alright. Alrighty. So we'll check the flow. 72%. So that 500,000 has resulted in quite a few people ticking over. Okay. Now we're going to look at the zones over here to maximise. So we've got, what have we got? So we've got a lot of offices and heavy residential over here, and we've got a lot of suburbia. And we've got a subway. We've got a subway there. All right. What I think here, and I think I could fit it in actually without knocking down too much of existing stuff. Let me just have a look here. Realise that's do a bit of that. Okay. What have we got here? Got a public library. Oh, we got some big sporting things here. Okay. What do we got here? Child Healthcare Centre, Medic Centre, Top Banking, Customer Service. Okay. But it looks like there's a bit of space in here, and there's a lot of trees. So what we're going to do is, yeah. Hang on. Yeah. Ideally, we could go like that. So put another one in. Right. And we've got a lot of stuff here in the middle. So we've got a lot of residential. Got some businesses. What is that? Another public library. Okay. So we've got a lot of residential. We've got a few offices here. Okay. What's this here? That's another. Is this a public library? Holly residence. Okay. There's a park. Elementary. Oh, there's a school there. Customer service. Can I squeeze one in here somewhere? Okay. There we go. So what we would like to do is we'll create a train station to there. Okay. And ideally, do that. And we'll do that. Potentially we could do that. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll put a line in from here to here. Okay. We'll send him back and forth from there, so that will make sense. And I'll keep the trips short and sweet. And what we can do here is create a line here, create a line there, and back. Alright. And ideally, I think we'll put another one in here, because this is a fairly heavy residential zone. Right there. Basically asking for it. Oh. It's a police station. Business planning. What's this here? Okay. You'll just have to make way. Okay. We've overdone it. Oh. Nothing there as such. Put that train line right there. Just pause it. And we'll build a line in. Connect. Like that. Right there. Handle that. Okay. And what we'll do, these greens need to change to light blue, aqua. Beautiful. This one to pinky. Or did I already have pink? Nope. And this one to orangey. Alright, so that's all colours I can sort of recognise. And with Metro, it means, because you've got mass transit, it's my understanding, and I think it's better when you've got certain other updates, which I'm not going to spend $300 upgrading everything to get everything, because I hear there's a City Skylines 2 coming out. What we'll do is we'll just run it at high speed. Now, ideally, I just want this train to go here, pick people up, and jump it back. Because sometimes putting thing on a big loop is really good, but it means there's a lot of people waiting. And I don't want to have to micromanage too much. Oh. There you go. Traffic flows up to 75%, and we haven't even got buses in. So once we put mass transit in, we got it. Now you got to understand where I'm from. I'm originally from a very large state that's probably half the size of, my God, the state of Queensland is probably about half the size of, oh my God, I think you can fit the UK. I think you can fit the Great Britain Isle into it about 50 times. Oh, not probably about 10, 15 times. I don't know, you have to look it up. But so obviously, most of the population of the state lives down in the southeast corner, which is Brisbane and the Gold Coast. There's about 3 million people. 5 million people live in the whole state, which is massive population. So most of the areas are fed by major rail, but basically people in the regional area, the bush, the outback, we all drive. We have 4-wheel drives, V8s back in the day, utes. The modern, in the last 20 years, everyone's gone into 4-wheel drives because apparently you need a 4-wheel drive. The reality is you don't need a 4-wheel drive, you need the clearance. So if you had a car that had a bit of clearance to the ground, but you tended to not get that with the average family sedan. But anyway, I digress. All right, so some of this it's a bit higgledy-piggledy because we've sort of ad hoc'd it in. But I always like this concept over here. You create a line and you just run back and forth between it. You need less trains because you're getting there back and forth. And the one thing we've got to watch is our population that goes up. So let's just go back to our trains again. See, 2,100 people are being carried at the moment. So let's do our chop line. So this has 2 lines on it. We're saving 75% of the car trips. A lot of adults, young adults, some kids, some seniors. And you can see there's not too many people waiting. Like this guy's coming through. Let's just see how many he picks up. And it looks like 2 is almost the perfect number there, which is fine. That's fine. Okay. Line overview. Okay, so this one we're saying 70% car trips. You've got 3 metros running. Might be not enough. Might need to squeeze one more in. I'll just check. Because ideally you like to get to that one that says 300 and something with a nice empty carriage. But the only problem is you get congestion if you've got too many trains coming through. But we'll try squeezing out the 4. If that's possible. Don't think we can. Oh, we have. There we go. We'll get a 4th train out. Instantly full. Can the 4 hold on to that volume? Oh, what happened there? Go back to our red line. So we've got 4 lines running. We've upped the percentage. So move along, pick up 100. That's fine. Okay, line overview. Alright, so we go to the slightly gold one. So obviously, car trip saved 93%. Well, that's pretty good. And basically, this one... Oh, Metro Line 6. Can I move this? You won't let me move it off the middle of my screen. Okay, well you can see it's over here. So he's just going back and forth. Changing lines. He races through. Does he dump enough people off? Yes, he dumps them off, picks them up, changes back, then he's racing along, and then he's dumping them off and then picking up another 130. And then he's hopefully bringing them back again. We'll just watch. Or will it go through up the top screen here? Okay. Yep, so he's perfectly coming across. So that's actually feeding quite well. Yep, so that one works quite well. So that's fine. Metro Line 5 is quite a bit of action going on. Holy hell. There are a lot of people waiting on this line. So we'll try up to 4. Actually, I'll push this one to 5, I don't care. Alright. That's a lot of trains on a short track. Anyway, we'll come back to that. That's white. How's pink doing? Now, pink's the same one where I've basically created a short hop for the middle to here. And it looks like one train is doing the hard yakka, getting in, dumping people off, and coming back, not looping around. That's fine. That looks fine to me. We'll go to aqua color. Aqua looks like it's the same principle again. Come back, pick the people up, dump them off, pick them up. Yep. Picked up 50. Race back very quickly. Dump off 50. Pick up another 50. Race back 50. So that's cool. I like that. It's fast, it's quick. That's aqua. Then we've got yellow. Yellow is the bigger line. We might squeeze the second train out. There we go. Yep. That's more than happy. And last, oh no, we've got a couple more. We've got blue. Blue is a big wraparound. A couple of multiple stops. Blue has 3 stops. And blue looks fine at the moment. I'm happy with the way blue's performing. Might squeeze another train, but we have put a few trains out. And lucky last, we got a green. And green is working on the same principle. Pick up, dump to aqua. Aqua, pick up, dump to yellow or orange. And then vice versa. So we've got quick trains and small trains. I might try to keep that more familiar. So we're now moving nearly 3,000 people a week. And nearly 400 tourists a week, because that's quite an influx of tourism. Public transport is now, main road traffic is at 75. Okay. We've got people complaining here about the noise. I'm not surprised, you're right near a residential. So what we'll do, bring this up. Yeah, we're going to knock you over. Hang on. Are you... You are residential. Okay. Okay. And understandably, you wouldn't want to live next to a very busy metro train station. That'll kill the population off a little bit. And you can see the volume of people going in here. A lot of passengers, a lot of people. Very busy. Happy days. Okay. I don't know if this would be too busy. Well, it's a lot of passengers actually. Wow. Now, normally in my cities, I do put a lot of walkways as well, and I haven't done that at all in this city. Did I build a metro here? Yeah, I did. How are we doing? Okay, got quite a bit of action going on there. Okay, let's just check up here. A few people in here working hard for the money. Alright. Still got a bit of traffic flying around the corner here. No, I'm an Aussie. That's like swearing at an Australian. Oh, that's like calling an American a Canadian. Aussie as, my friend. Aussie as. New Zealanders I speak with a fush on chop. We'll say six, they'll say socks. Fush on chops. Anyway. See, I haven't really put in any new terrain or anything like that, and we've population's dropped nearly 2,000, so that's not too bad. Yes, yeah, no dramas. Good to see you're entertained. I remember when I was backpacking through America and I was in New York, and they said, "Are you Cockney? Are you Cockney English?" I remember just saying, "Are you trying to start an international incident?" And they looked at me like, "What? You're New Yorker?" "Yeah." Well, it's like me calling you Canadian. They're like, oh, Jesus, Joe, I didn't mean to offend you like that. Exactly. Jesus. And me, and it probably didn't help. I was actually travelling with a Scottish lass who she was a paramedic, and I think she was from Glasgow, which is their biggest city in Scotland, and she had the biggest, thickest Scottish accent. And we were bored, so we thought we'd go around stirring up the New Yorkers. I said we're just going to walk up to them. We're just going to talk just stupid touristy stuff and see if they'll tell us to get the fuck out of here. You know, a New York or New Jersey, like get the fuck out of here. And I remember Empire State Building. I remember walking up and said, oh, and we're right out the front of it. I said, just play along with me. And we walked up to this American guy and his girlfriend, and we walked up. I said, g'day, mate, how you going? Can you, mate, I just want to ask you a quick question. He's looked at me funny like, and he goes, what was the first thing you said to me? I said, g'day. And he's like, g'day what? I said, good day. How you going? Oh. So he was completely, so I had to slow down. So I said, mate, I'm looking for the Empire State Building. I hear it's a big building. And literally we're standing out the front of it. And the bloke goes, that's it there. I went, that little thing. And I pointed at it, look up, and the Scottish girl looks at me and she just shakes her head. And he goes, what do you mean? I said, we got bigger buildings back in Australia than that. Are you sure? And the bloke and they were like, come home with us. We'll make you dinner. We'll get drinks and everything. And I'm looking at her, the Scottish lass. She's looking at me. I'm just like, what the? And that went on. And then I've got to be honest, that I can repeat that story. We ended up picking someone who looked like an old school teacher that had a hard life. And we both went, we feel bad, but we want to be told to get fucked or fuck off. We went over to her and we were doing the same sort of thing. And she just was like, oh my God, your accents, the Scottish accent, the Australian accent. Oh, I'll cook you a big dinner. You spend the next few days with me. We're just like, oh my Lord. Are we in New York? Because these people are too nice. But anyway, that's the way these things go. All right, we're full. Garbage truck is full. What we will do, seeing how we've got a few of these, let's just put these in. Make this a little bit easier. Oh, is that residential? Jesus. Talk about having a sort. Oh. The things I do. I'll put a park in the dump. Increase the land value. Increase the land value. Alright, no dramas. Alright, let's go back here. Increase the land value. Okay. Just want to see how the old public transit. Oh, come on. I want to hit 3,000 people a week. Come on. But that's a good start, and that's taking the pressure off the highways. We will put buses in, and I think we'll put buses in through the smaller regions, but normally that works well for me. But walkways, let's just have a look at walkways. I've got to remember where the walkways are. Paths. Why are you going underground? Okay. Is this? What are you? Are you residential? Okay, you are residential. Okay. Well, I'll give you a few more dots to play with there. Okay. Now the thing about the walkways is what I'm going to do, I'm going to zip it along. I do have plans to... Oh God, can I get in close enough? I can't. Oh, can we get in close enough here? I don't want to knock over any buildings, hang on. Can't get close enough. It's not just touching. Well, I'm gonna have to knock something over, I think. There we go. And the thing is, people like to walk. And they do. So you can now see them walking. Let's get around. I want to stay pretty close. Okay, what we're going to do... This would be a nightmare, because this... You'll turn this into... Okay. Oh, hang on. Okay. Is that connected? Yes! That's what we wanted. Now you watch, give them time. There you go, we've got people walking there now. People will walk from one side of the map to the other. It is the bizarrest thing of this game. It is the bizarrest thing of this game. People, you know, they can drive, they can take metros, they can take buses, whatever. Given the option to walk, they'll walk it. They will walk it. So what we'll do is we'll keep that process up. I want this to be tight because the reality is I don't know if I actually needed to do that. I probably could go around. Oh, that'll be right. We have to make sure we've got that. There we go. Oh! No! Why did you destroy that on me? Okay, there we go. And obviously I don't want that. But like I said, once they can start walking, they walk. Look at them all. Look at them. And they're going under this tunnel, which I always wondered about in a bigger city. Turns into a bit of a nightmare. But I'm just going to see if that's taking pressure off. Hang on, let me slow the speed down a bit because it's getting a bit carried away. 75. That walking will take people as well. But we have a little trick up our sleeves. Here. I'm just trying to work how to pull this off. Twitch 6. We'll pull this off without stuffing up. I don't want to lose prime real estate because I want to convert that into something. I suppose everyone's connected. I don't think anyone can walk down the highway. What we'll do, get rid of that. Oh. Yeah. some about modifying the terrain. Sorry, that's the last thing I really wanted to do. Okay. Normally I try to do this underground, but I've got underground. Oh. Is that? That has broken the link. See, the link's back on. Alright. We'll do that. Just see how quickly people take to walk around the side. There you go. All right. Well, look, that's just phase. I know it's not the most exciting thing, but there's two things. Whenever I build a city, I tend to, because this is a map I don't normally play, but what I tend to do is I build my residential on one side. In the middle, I put commercial. So I put like res here. I'll make this area full commercial, and then the other side of it, I make it heavy industry. And then what I do on the left and right side of it is either I have a nice big highway so they can take things out to the left, out to the right, and then I build like metro and trains in between the middle of it, and so that it makes it really straightforward. But this map, it's sort of all over the place. But we'll adjust. But the thing that I always build also in the cities, and I tend to do underground versions first. I build subways as well, metro, but also do underground the walkways. And I do them underground because I'll start them here. And I suppose what I'm trying to say is I could go, hang on, get under here. I got too many underground stuff already. But normally I could build a walkway, I put it underground, and then I make it come up and feed into each of the little residential areas. And I'd usually do it from, say, this zone, and I'll go through as many zones, so it'll come out on this side of the highway, that side of the road, so people have the choice to walk. And it's amazing, the whatever you call these things, Sims or whatever you call them, they will opt to walk. And as you can see, they walk. And it's a happiness thing. I don't know, it's just in the engine. But whenever I put walkways up, humans walk. And it does well. And it also reduces congestion, because it seems like everyone just wants to walk and be, maybe it's just an exercise thing, I don't know. But as you can see, they'll walk. And I've done it in the cities where they'll literally, walk from one side to the other and not drive or take metro. I don't understand it myself. But like I said, I normally easily have 75 to 80%, 77% traffic flow. And obviously you can do better, but that's enough. But I want to draw up some plans, putting in some, the final part of the metro will be bus services through here, through the guts of the middle. I do have a train line. Where's the train line coming in? All right, yeah, this is the passenger line here, and that's pretty close to the subway there, so they can walk across there. I think that's where a lot of the tourists are coming from. But whenever I try to rely on the train to move passengers, the trains have the volume to do it, but for whatever reason, I can't get the Sims to use trains like they use my metro. Now, if you understand why, please write a message now and tell me why. But see, I'm pulling 3,000 people residential a month on the metro. A week, I should say, 3,000 a week. And you can see the several metro stops. I have tried to replicate that in games where I've got tons of money, 2.5 million already again. But people will not take my trains. Like, I'll have trains, just put Metro in, they jump all over it. Maybe because Metro is just convenient, easier, and maybe, I don't know if it's the way the game's designed, or it's the client, or is it just me? Maybe I just suck at putting trains in. But to me, a train and a Metro are pretty much the same thing. So this is a heavy whatever area here. So what we'll do, is this all residential? Yeah, see, I've got residential there. See, I would turn this into heavy, we'll turn this into, actually, because we've got residential, let's just put this in instead. Normally I'll put it in the big commercial, high density commercial, but because we've got high residential there, we want to keep them protected. Because they'll complain of sound pollution. But, they'll complain about sound pollution. Okay. Phew, 1,200 passengers here. So this is absolutely, that's why I would build commercial properties here, because, New York, Manhattan, you want your big retailers right near the heavy transport, or dense population, dense transport. I love how it doesn't matter what you do, you tell these people. Let's do that. Let's just see if we got. Yep, we've still got heavy usage of, and I'll work out a way to get it in elsewhere. Just, yeah. Oh, postal service. How is my postal service going? Oh, bad. Okay, well we can fix that. We can fix that. I didn't realise it was so bad. Okay. Hmm. Right. Yeah, and they do love using one lane on a 6-lane highway, and I want to blame the humans, but sorry, the AI, but they. I think ideally they're all going down this left lane because they all want to turn. I think a lot of them want to turn left. So let's just do an experiment here. Let's tell this. So let's give them 2 lanes where they can go straight or left. This might cause more traffic problems, but it might get them using 2 lanes. I don't think so. Because I think I think the principle is I'm only giving them. It's because I've only got. I think it's called bad city designing. No, I think it's called bad city designing because they will use multiple lanes if you give them the options to. But yes, it is. In the real world, I know people would be using all these 3, 4 other lanes to speed past everyone, then slam in. Come on, I've done it myself. But and this is why when I turn this area into high commercial, holy hell, the amount of people going by, that is a lot of people. What have we got in this zone? A lot of offices and some residential. Okay. The offices is basically being buffer for soundproofing for the heavy residential and low residential buildings behind. Because if we bring up the soundproof, oh, see these are the heavy commercial buildings I put in, and look at the sound noise. Plus, there's underground tunnel going there as well. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, people would be racing down the middle. 6 lanes. Everyone would be speeding down those 6 lanes. But anyway. I can't get too distracted. I just need to. Obviously, we haven't got enough enough of these boys in place. All right, got some dramas over there. The only problem is this is loud. No one wants this next to the house. I can sneak it in there. I just want to make sure. So that's. Oh yeah, that'd be the perfect spot actually. Where are we? That's massive. Pay sometimes just to leave things vacant. Okay. I love it. I put you right next door to these guys who don't get any mail, and you go and drive off down the street. Unbelievable. Got a whole... Red's pretty bad with not getting their mail out, which defeats running a business. Because they can't get the parcels in. Oh, here we go. Mail's getting through now. There we go. Beautiful. The only problem is putting out more mail trucks has, I believe... Yeah, it puts more traffic on the road, more trucks. We'll get one out. Alright, so we've got... It's getting better, but it's something I can work on when we come back. But we'll I just want to see if there's any major traffic flow problems. Okay, this area. That's a 4-lane, one-way road, so I'm not going to really change that. It's just a lot of traffic. What happens when I put a train station and a cargo hub next to each other? I can move the cargo hub. I guess that might be the easiest solution. But it looks like that's a very heavy train line. Okay, so oh geez, what's going on? Okay, so that road's still pretty heavy. Coming into the city, obviously a roundabout, fairly heavy. Let's be honest, if you had the choice to drive to a location with your car or take public transport, whether it was an unbelievable metro, train, bus, whatever, 9 times out of 10 you'd take the car, even though parking might be a nightmare. But if you can drive, you'd drive. Alright, what are we doing for rubbish? Alright, schooling, high school. Oh, we're at Peak High School. Okay, university. Alright, high school. I need some high schools. Come back to high schools. Happiness, residential, fairly happy. Commercial, Office. Industry says we love you, but these two aren't too happy. Healthcare. Okay, death care. I think we got that covered. Childcare. Birth rate's 117. Beautiful. 74, that's long enough. Density, oh, a lot of high dense residential and commercial. Beautiful. Yep. And we're not really worried about pollution. Oh, yeah, that probably wasn't too smart of me putting a dump and everything over here. So close to the city, but that's what you get. Noise. Yeah, I've created a bit of noise in that area. Okay, yep, clean noise there. Heavy commercial and heavy industry. A lot of got enough resources out. Beautiful. Fire station. Probably need more fireys. Yep. Okay. Robberies. Might need a bigger train. Yeah, that's working. Okay. Importing, exporting. Beautiful. Jobs available, 14,000. Unemployment's at 9%. Well, that's pretty high. Okay. Money. Blue's okay. Dark green is even better. That's pretty wealthy. That's fine. Yeah, I won't worry about that. Leisure. Alrighty. Alright, so we got sort of traffic flow. Next stage is buses, and we do a bit of tourism. And then we've got to focus on growing the population. Oh, it's creeped up to nearly 29,000. We've got demand for heavy industry office buildings. There's a lot we can do to grow this city, and we'll build on this side of the highway because we've got so much. I think we'll get the flow in. Plus, it'll take the pressure off the highway if we put things on this side. I've just got to plan it a bit better. But anyway, that's why I chose this map, because it's sort of gives you options, gives you plenty of options. All right, that's been about an hour stream. Well, thanks for tuning in. Smoke me a kipper, come back for breakfast, whatever floats your boat. And remember, never call an Australian a Kiwi. Oh, Jesus, never do that. It's like starting a war. Anyway, I'll love yous and leave yous. Thanks for tuning in. And yeah, if you got some tips or comments, especially about using making the Sims use the lanes, but I think that's map design. They all want to turn left. They all want to turn left. Don't know. Just don't understand. All right, I will bid you farewell. Cheers.